Found at most appliance stores, so ask for it by name. Apex. World News Radio is brought to you by shortwave broadcasts, direct from overseas stations and news centers in our own country. With the latest news information from Europe, here's Mitchell Rawlins.
It was just 4 months ago when Germany launched Operation Mercury, an airborne invasion onto the island of Crete. Indications are that German forces suffered extreme losses in the attack. Now, confirmed reports are that German paratroopers have been killed in the battle. The mounting losses are said to have possibly affected Adolf Hitler's decision to justify another airborne invasion in the near future. This is only the second known full-fledged airborne attack by the Germans. The first airborne invasion occurred on The Hague in 1940 and proved equally problematic for them. This is Mitchell Rawlins reporting from Europe.
Steve McPherson has the latest news coming from the States.
E Elismar, tranquilo? Tudo bem com você? Tudo de boa, e você? E aí, Periclito? Joga no modo pica. Vou na lagoa. 20 de novembro de 1943, da hora. Dia D. Como se aprende sobre a Segunda Guerra Mundial? Não tem lugar que espera.
Keep that up, there won't be no island left to walk on! That's just fine with me! Yeah! No way anybody's still alive on that joint! Wouldn't count on that if I was you! Any of you new guys feel like throwing up? Word of advice! Do it now!
3-week wonders. That's what we called the new guys. That's all the training they got, and it wasn't enough. They usually didn't last very long. No matter how much training you got or how strong you are, when you strap up and step on a battlefield for the first time, it changes you forever. Carroll was just another strip of sand out in the middle of nowhere, but for many of us, it would be the last thing we ever saw.
Tommy! I'll see you on the beach!
E aí, pinguim? Tá de boa, mano? Acho que melhorou, né, Périx? Se é muito alto, você fala. Não lembro desse jogo, não. Mesma coisa? Feliz dia dos pais pra vocês, galera. Fica agacha. Se bate. Se bate fica muito alto. Agora não sei como que arruma isso, Perks. Vou aumentar um pouquinho a sensibilidade. Last use de Apple. Aqui para arma. Usar item. Deixa no F. Crush é deitar, não é? Prone. Crush. Não, crush imediato, deitar imediato. Então, aqui esse aqui, ó. Tem que mexer então é no... Cadê o perigo de dar uma ajuda? Pra mim aqui tá normal. Deveria correr, mas não pode. Eu tenho que segurar a praia. Liga e corre. Ai, deixa eu chegar lá não, hein? Melhorou aí? Como que tá aí o som? Difícil demais jogar essa porra. Bora, maluco. É, pinguim. Só que eu não lembro que era desse jeito, não. Esse da puta não para de tirar, mano. Meu. Não dá pra ver. Ok, cara. Quem tá me cercando? Tem coisa na frente. Me instruía. Fala rápido. Vem não, maluco, vem não! Sai fora, não sei se quanto bate. Vou comer isso do morri. Caralho, mano, difícil pra caralho. Coitado desses caras aí, não faz isso dois. E é azarado. Olha os caras aqui. Então vai caminhando. Não acerta não? Pelo menos dá o parceirinho ali. já, velho. Deitadinho, muito dá pra você ficar. Boa. Sai, viado! Já pra desgramado, velho. Sabe que é uma porra de ruim. Você lembra dele, Pinguim?
Before that, my biggest problem was delivering groceries, not breaking eggs. Now every time I turn around, some crazy Jap's trying to gut me. I remember asking the recruitment officer, "What's the deal with you guys?" I swear to God, he was right for me. I said, "Deal? Marines, son. We deal in lead." Next thing I knew, I was on a train for San Diego, soldiering for the Corps. Boot camp.
O jogo antigo, o gráficozinho do jogo é bom, né, velho? Olha lá pra você ver eles andando, eles fazendo exercício ali, direitinho.
Rise and shine, ladies! Beauty sleeps over! Front and center! Do you understand me?
De pé, princesas, ladies.
In the beginning was God. All else was darkness. So God created the heavens and the earth. He divided the earth between land and sea. And these he filled with many assorted creatures. The dark, slimy creatures of the oceans God called sailors. And he dressed them
Olha, galera, vou ficar
accordingly.
sem ver o chat rapidão.
The flighty creatures of the air he called airmen, and these he clothed in uniforms which were ruffled and foul. The lower creatures of the land God called soldiers, and he gave them trousers too short, covers too long, and pockets to warm their hands. And on the seventh day, as you know, God rested. And on the eighth day, at 0500 hours, God looked down upon the earth and was not happy. God was not happy! So he thought about his labors, and in his infinite wisdom, God created a divine creature, and this he called a Marine. And these Marines, whom God created in his own image, were to be of the air, the land, and the sea. And these he gave practical, fighting uniforms, so that they could wage war against the forces of Satan and evil. And he gave them evening and dress uniforms, so they might score with the ladies on Saturday night and impress the hell out of everybody. And at the end of the eighth day, God looked down upon the earth and saw that it was good. But was God happy? No! Because in the course of his labors, he had forgotten one thing. He did not have a Marine uniform, but he thought about it and satisfied himself in knowing that, well, not everybody can be a Marine. This puts me one step above God, because I am a Marine. You remember that, and we'll get along just fine. Now you maggots have exactly 3 minutes until I expect you standing at attention outside. Follow!
He scares me, Frank. I think maybe he is God.
Well, Jimmy, just keep your head down and do what he says, and we won't have to find out. Willie, you coming?
Oh, yeah, Frank. Oh, hey, Tommy, right? Tommy Conlon? My name's Willie Gaines. This here's Frank Minoso and Jimmy Sullivan. Where are you from, Tommy? Oregon. You?
Guys, let's head out. We don't want to piss off God, do we?
Today is the day we separate the men from the girls. You little cutes will learn the basic necessities for survival, and then maybe, I said maybe,
Sim, eles não, hoje, graças a Deus, tá tranquilo.
United States Marine Corps. Are you ready?
Eu não sei mudar esse bagulho do...
Now, Baker Squad. You're to sit tight and wait for your babysitter to show up. I am not him. Able Squad. I want to see you ladies hightail it over to my obstacle course on the double. Move out! I want to see nothing but asses and elbows.
Olha que massa, você vai pro céu, olha lá. Ó,
Let's make him proud, boys.
normal. Você olha,
Stick together.
tá brilhando.
You got it, Frank. Come
Normal.
on, Jimmy. Tommy?
Que massa, velho. Não precisa pegar pra correr, não? Corre sozinho. Caralho, mano, pra um jogo antigo eu tô impressionado com o gráfico.
When out in the field, you are going to come across many barriers that you will need to navigate over, under, and through.
É que não tem muito como mexer no áudio. Vai estar na hora do treinamento, eles não. Tem um treinamento ainda pra pagar.
Come on, boys. We can do this better than that group. Let's show them what we got.
Vai logo.
Now get over that wall. Not bad, ladies. Now run through those tunnels. This here in front of you is the Marines' mud pit. Think of it as your own little swamp. Now get on your feet and crawl like the worst you are. If you get caught in that fire, I'll leave you here. We don't have all day, sweetheart. Get up and over those ladders.
Vem só na escada. No pulo.
Now you're going to learn how to use that rifle that you love so much. Hit those dummies with the butt of your rifle.
Bora, galera. Com pressa.
Get across the pit using the balance board.
Tem gracinha.
Sergeant! I'm sorry.
You will not apologize.
Quebrou, quebrou.
You
Né?
will continue to destroy the enemy any way you can. What are you turned balls looking at? If the rest of you had
One Piece agora.
Handle the business end of your weapon. Get your butts onto that transport and we'll finish on the firing range. Move it! Man, what a hard ass. You said it.
Knock it off, you two. That was the hard part. Let's move!
Dad made him boss.
Bora. Acho que agora acabou. Naquela época tinha poucas ideias. Dava um fuzil na mão e falava, vai. Ou não. Agora eu tiro.
Welcome to my firing range. You will listen to every word I say. I have not lost a single scumbag on my firing line, and I will not lose one today. Do you ladies understand me? I'll gather some ammo, pick a spot on the range, and we'll get to work.
Take one box each, boys. One box each.
Aim at the target in front of you. If you hit one,
Nunca fecha
and
não.
I mean the bullseye, wait for it to be replaced with a new one. If you move, it will not be very accurate. So keep those boots planted. If you kneel down, you will be more accurate. And getting down in the dirt is even better. So try
E aí, que
all
empache, tá de
three
boa.
positions. Ready on the right.
Eu não lembro qual ano que ele era, não, Bismarck. Mais ou menos 2006.
Fire!
Só não lembro. Bobal. Tudo bugadão. Oxi. Agora.
Conlon, yeah! We have two scout rifles available for use today. See how many hits you can get on long-range targets.
Ok. Uma semana pra carregar.
Tommy, Frank!
Tem que negocinho passando
Dog
aqui.
is cheap, Private. That's some pretty fair shooting. Let's see what you boots can do with the yellow. You four head back to the ammo table and Corporal Bates there will issue you each an M1928A1 Thompson submachine gun. Do not let those rifles hit the dirt, bigots.
Não vai eu de novo no buraco que eu pulei. Não estou aqui meio ocupado, mas deixa a live aberta aqui no celular. Valeu, pinguim.
These weapons are fully
É
automatic,
nóis, mano.
but that does not mean that you should just spray and pray.
Vou ter errado.
Take your time to aim and fire the weapon in short bursts only.
segurar ela sobe.
You forward with the rifle. The MP here will continue to supervise your apparent lack of shooting prowess. Let's go, man.
Top demais essa arma. A sniper sim, ela ainda sobe. Como é que troca de arma? Não, cara, é sniper. Devolver essa merda ruim aqui.
Hold up, Private. I'm gonna need to take those weapons from you.
First things first. Private Conlon, grab that demolition charge from the table. You'll see behind me that we have some beat-up jalopies. Today, we're gonna blast the living hell out of them. Private Conlon here is gonna get things started. Private, get your sorry tail down there and plant that charge on one of those cars. That thing is live, so watch yourself. Now get your butt back up here, Private!
Ai! Morreu explodindo ali junto, não tem nada mesmo. Sei eles, mas valeu.
Good work, Private Conlon. You may just yet make AFC. Let's move over to the grenade station.
Ai, maluco, você tá fazendo na minha frente? Tá cagando nada.
All right, pick up a couple grenades. Don't worry, ladies.
Tá cagando é fácil.
If you can't get this right, I have no use for you. Out of my sight, maggot!
Eu acho que o taquinho dele deixa mandar.
You'll see behind me that we have some beat-up jalopies. Today, we're gonna blast the living hell out of them. Private Conlon here is gonna get things started. Private, get your sorry tail. Now get your butt back up here, Private!
Demorando, né, parceiro? Deixei muito tempo, né? Vou pra lá.
Good work, Private Conlon. You may just yet make AFC. Let's move over to the grenade station. All right, pick up a couple grenades. Don't worry, ladies. These are training grenades. You think I would trust you with a real grenade? No! Pull the pin and let them fly. See if you can hit some of those barrels out there.
Ixi. Vamos, granada. Tem mais? Quer mais granada? Tem. Já foi. Já foi. Não contou. Oxi. Já foi.
Very well, pond scum. Some of you can do better, but it'll do.
You don't need those anymore, Private.
Ele tá com a granada.
Now here we have my personal favorite, the M1919A430 caliber machine gun. I want 2 men. One is to act as a spotter and reloader, the other will fire the weapon.
Come on, Tommy. I'll spot for you. This ain't my cup of tea.
Okay, let her rip, please!
Não é esse, tá ligado? Pô, tá chegar. Sobrou a cabecinha aqui. Tem mais? Acabou.
You may notice we have a fine piece of craftsmanship.
Vai aprender agora a usar morte.
Well, you maggots are the first to get a crack at busting that Jerry cab into scrap. The first recruit who gets his mortar set up and hits that truck will win my never-ending incredulous surprise.
Também. Quer baixar mais? Não quer ser assim. Os caras já tá lá, credo, os caras.
Now, except maybe for Minoso here, I most seriously doubt any of you will ever be in charge of anything but your own sorry-ass existence. However, there will be times when lives depend on one of you maggots making the right call in the field. I expect each of you to rise to such an occasion. Sullivan, there's a Marine bleeding to death in the open. You cannot reach him without support. Let me hear your call for suppressing fire. Suppressing fire! And also, you're one aggressive son of a bitch. I bet you'll be charging headlong into hell for the Corps. Let me hear you tell these pansies to move up with ya. Move up! Outstanding. Gage, you, on the other hand, strike me as someone who'll turn tail and piss himself at the sight of an advancing enemy. Am I right? No, Drill Sergeant! Well, ain't that a shame? If the combat situation dictates, you may need to do just that. You are heavily outnumbered, Private, so you better tell your squad mates to fall back. Fall back! Good. I don't care if you're stuck in face with Rita Hayworth herself. You hear a Marine call out, you best respond. Private Conlon, you are being fired upon. Your squad is out of position. You need to get your fire team back into formation. So let's hear you rally these boys! just got a letter and a flag. You're dead. You'll see behind me that we have some beat-up jalopies. Today, we're gonna... Now get your butt back up here, Private! Good work, Private Conlon. You may just yet make KFC. Let's move over to the grenade station. All right, pick up a couple grenades. Don't worry, ladies. These are training grenades. You think I would trust you with a real grenade? No! Pull the pin and let them fly. See if you can hit some of those barrels out there. Very well, pond scum. Some of you can do better, but it'll do.
You don't need those anymore, Private.
Now here we have 1919. I want 2 minutes. Water and okay. All right, pond scum. To the border. You may notice we have a fine piece of craftsmanship on the mortar range. Well, you guys are the first to get a crack at busting that Jerry Camp into scrap. The first recruit who gets his mortar set and hits that truck will be well done, Private Conlon. Your heavy weapons proficiency has been duly noted. Now, except maybe from the no-so here, I most seriously doubt any of you will ever be in charge of anything but your own sorry-ass existence. However, there will be times when lives depend on one of you maggots making the right call in the field. I expect each of you to rise to such an occasion. Sullivan, there's a Marine bleeding to death in the open. You cannot reach him without support. Let me hear your call for suppressing fire. Suppressing fire! And also, you're one aggressive son of a bitch. I bet you'll be charging headlong into hell for the Corps. Let me hear you tell these pansies to move up with ya! Move up! Outstanding. Gaines, you, on the other hand, strike me as someone who'll turn tail and piss himself at the sight of an advancing enemy. Am I right? No, Drill Sergeant! Well, ain't that a shame? If the combat situation dictates, you may need to do just that. You are heavily outnumbered, Private, so you better tell your squad mates to fall back. Fall back! Good. I don't care if you're stuck in face with Rita Hayworth herself. You hear a Marine call out, you best respond. Private Conlon, you are being fired upon. Your squad is out of position. You need to get your fire team back into formation. So let's hear you rally these boys. You're dead!
I am standing on the stage that just 4 months ago saw actor and comedian Bob Hope give a rousing stand-up for U.S. troops. Hope, working with the United Service Organization, put his foot on the gas pedal and never let up in his first ever show for the USO. USO officials commented, saying its stars and
You need to get your fire team.
É o H? Será? Esse aqui, né, que eu não sei o que significa, pop-up. Esse é o Y. É, tem o T e o Y, que é um tipo mensagem. Vamos ver.
Back into formation. So let's hear you roll these boys.
Give me a hand, Doc. Patch me up, Jim. Doc, fix me up.
E aí, Rafael, que jogo é esse aí que eu não conheço? Eu morri. Esse aqui, mano, é um medalha de honra antigo pra caramba. Se você tiver nascido depois de 2006, você não vai conhecer, mano. É tão antigo que eu nem lembrar mais desse jogo.
You need to get your fire team back into formation. So let's hear you roll these boys.
Patch me up, Jim. Could use some help, Jimmy. Hey, Sully, how about some help? Give me a hand, Doc.
Forget it, Sally. Your turn just got a letter and a flag. You're dead.
Eu não sei qual mensagem que tem que falar, ué.
Position. You need to get your fire team back into formation. So let's hear you roll these boys.
Patch me up, Jim. Give me a hand, Doc. Hey, Sully, how about some help?
Your parents just got a letter and a flag. You're dead.
Eu não sei o que tem que falar, velho.
Position. You need to get your fire team back into formation.
Complete combate squad comando 3. Só isso. Testar todo o botão aqui pra ver. O que fala é o J. Não, não é o J.
Forget it, Sally. Your parents just got a letter and a flag. You're dead.
Morri de novo. Tô morrendo porque eu não sei falar o comando.
Position. You need to get your fire team back into formation. So let's hear you roll these boys. Doc, fix me up.
Get it, Sally! Your parents just got a letter and a flag. You're dead.
Mano, você já tá me irritando. Eu já tô fechando o
You
bagulho.
need to get your fire team back into formation.
Que eu chamar pra ajuda, ó. É o H. Ah, tem esses aqui, ó. Squad de avança, squad fallback, squad cover fire, squad assembly.
Let's hear you rally these boys.
Não vou entender o que ele quer. O que fala.
Over here!
Good. Let's go.
Ah, agora eu saquei. Ah, não, é dormir. Só isso?
All right, man. That's enough for today.
Eu que
Good
convido os
work
caras.
out there. But oh my
God, Gaines! You've just been shot. Hit the deck. I said hit the deck.
Now, there's two things to do if and when you are hit by an enemy in combat.
Você pode jogar bastante seu jogo aí, eu vou jogando Battlefield 5. Ô Rafael, daqui a pouco eu tô indo pra lá, mano.
If you can, call for a corpsman.
Só fazer uma playzinha com
Follow me around somewhere
Pacific Assault
nearby.
aqui.
Private
Matar as
Sullivan.
I understand
nostalgias.
you have a medical background. Yes, Sergeant. Well, lucky us. Make your way over there a bit and play doc for us. Conlon, you take Private Gaines over to doc to get him patched up, and then hightail it back over here ASAP. Careful where you squeeze there, Tommy. Hey, thanks for the ride, Tommy. Well done, Private Conlon.
But you've just been shot as well. Hit the deck.
Apply pressure to that wound, Private, or we will lose you.
Eu não sei o que fez de novo. Não, comando.
Now, call on that corpsman so we can get you patched up and back
Bem que
into
é pra aplicar
action.
bandagem, né? O teclado tá tudo sujo. Morri.
All right, men. Good work today. I do believe that with a little more work, you may have a fighting chance. Let's get scrubbed up for mess. Now!
Aí, ué. Pelo menos o tutorial foi.
as German forces begin to move towards the Velhos. We'll have more information from
E agora vai começar a guerra. Acabou o tutorial.
For more than 2 centuries, the United States Marine Corps has fought
Caramba.
for freedom. But their infamy, their legend, was forged
Fazendo isso aí, eles vão pra guerra pra fazer malabarismo?
Triumph cannot exist without hardship. The price of victory is paid in the blood of men. Faith, courage, and sacrifice paved their road. And that long journey began in the early hours of December 7, 1941.
This is your first time in Hawaii, huh? Well, you can't beat the scenery. Looking good, Mary.
Hi, Bobby.
Os caras cantando mulher.
You couldn't think of a worse place to spend your time, let me tell you. Chief McAfee escorting Private Thomas Conlon.
Yes, sir. Private Conlon. You're clear to proceed. Welcome to Pearl.
That's the officer's quarters back there. But you and I work for a living, so that's probably the last time you'll see the place. Anyway, that big building up there is Cat Hall, enlisted quarters. Hell, those guys even have a swimming pool. Rough going, let me tell you. That's Admiral Kimball's place, Sing Bank headquarters. He can come across a little stiff, but he's on the level. Well, I guess I wouldn't relax much either in his shoes. Chief of the Pacific and all. Or what's left of it anyway. They send a couple more Hitler's way every week now.
Bonitão o jogo, hein?
The rest of the area is mostly the submarine base. Those bubbleheads kind of keep to themselves, you know? It's being cooped up like that all the time. Makes them a little crazy. That big one's the dive tower where they practice rescue. You get in trouble in a sub, there ain't much anybody can do. Fish, food, city. Say, hey, Joe, Yankees calling you up yet? I think they're having a hard time finding me, Chief. I got a PT skipper who's gonna give you a ride over. You pulled the Cherry assignment. Arizona just got an overhaul in 31. Yeah, she's a good ship. Look at these bombs loafing off up here. Good thing the war's in the other ocean. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Absolutely not, sir. Just going over the latest specs with the men, sir.
You guys ready to get this foot slug over to the AZ?
Sure thing, sir. What the hell? Damn Army guys. Somebody's gonna catch hell from us at HQ like that. That ain't Army. Look at the meatballs on the wings. Yes! Get to the north, move!
We gotta get to the PT booths!
Quem essa história vai lembrar dessa parte. Eu não sei, agora não sei. Derrubar esse? No barco. Cadê o barco? Eu tenho que ir, pô? Não, capacetinha. Base Pierre. Tem que correr pra trás? Cadê a metralhadora? Difícil, pô. Não mostra pra onde vai, não. Tá quebrando. jogo é difícil, o jogo é difícil. Fui de base. Eu tô sentindo empurrado mesmo, literalmente. Eu sinto que eu tô meio chamado de dói. Oxi! É muito avião, maluco. Olha lá. Cara, derrubei o cara aí. Acertei. É muito avião, maluco, credo. O médico morreu, foi de base. Ai, quase. Ah, vai tomar no cu, mano. Que merda. Tava saindo. Tem por aí, não? Entra aí no meio do caminho. Certo? Virar certo, isso aí virar na Agora eu vou salvar aqui porque não quero voltar não. Porra, caiu do lado. Tirei, né? Pra frente, Paulo. Ah, meu santo. Esse a gente bate ali. Nem tem esse aqui, compadre, agora, peraí. Não. Tentar desviar dos aviões. Todo mundo tentava ver. Olha o gritinho do cara. Ah, mano, que o cara foi do meu rumo. Vai matar esse filho de uma puta, velho. Me jogou fora da caixa. Vou salvar aqui de novo. De beleza, mano. Ah, não chegou lá não, mano. Porra. Tá tenso, mano. Porra. Cadê a hora de sair também? Pera aí, parceiro, dá pra isso, né? Eu tô entendendo por que os americanos fez o que fez. Pera aí. Tem ser não? Aí, ué, até que enfim, né? Vai ficar com o isqueiro. o verde, pai. Cadê o isqueiro que eu te dei agora? Oh, meu Deus do céu. Cadê o isqueiro? Não é esse aí não. O outro lá no solta mão. Ah, lá no solta mão aí, pai. Meu pai. Ele pegou o isqueiro que não presta. E tá tentando acender o bagulho do cigarro. Meu Deus. Nunca foi tudo muito legal. Fuck. Como assim, mano? Morri do nada. O jogo tem hora que é doido. Nada não, eu acho que esse cara que tava lá na época, eu vi aqui, ele tá jogando assim. Pelado, velho. chegar no começo. Os caras... Não vai ligar esses malucos não. Eu tô guardando do navio, eu faço medo do navio. Aí, mano. Como assim? Vou virar só pra frente. Vou tirar só aqui. Oxi, ele caiu em cima da gente. Aí, mano, que merda. Tinha que ser infinito esse caralho. Ele é tenso, ó. Ah, mano, é difícil saber como se... Eu vou salvar aqui também. Jogar salvando. Vai ficar preso. A pressão daqui a pouco. Tá vendo o navio que cai, tá afundando? Que enfim, velho. Tudo Traz o bagulho. Meu cara, pô. Resgate. Passa pra lá. Ah! Tem que bater em vez de apertar para usar. Que foge. Na porta. Alguém tem que me ajudar. Esse canelo não tocou? Salvar o sobrevivente.
Just make it a run!
Olha a porra da arma, velho, que explodiu. Se você só explodiu, eu vou passar pra você. Aí. Vai estar que já volto, comer um lanche.